they play champions a lot of times, and now they have a young squad with a lot of talent. I think they have the same manager from a few years, so they have the same idea and they know what they need to do. So we think that we're gonna be a tough game. They play at home in front of his fans, so there'll be a tough game, but hopefully we can have a good game and take a good result from the second leg.
Who wants to go next?
Hi, Mark. I was down at the Brighton matches to see Chelsea going through a bit of a bad patch recently. I just wonder if you could talk to us as one of the relatively older players in this young squad, just about the wobble that you've been through in recent weeks and how you've come through it, and what this tournament means to you to try and to shake that period off this season, please.
Yeah, well, so I think we came from maybe not the best weeks for us, but I think before this, I think we play a good football. I think in December looks that like all of us, we are the best players and we are the best team in the league, and now looks like we are not the worst, but one of the worst teams. But I think in football this can happen for sure. We are young. I think we have a new manager, we have a new ideas just for 6 months, and the expectations, we know that they are really high, but I think in quite general we are doing the things well. I think we play good football. Sometimes we can improve these last results, but I think in general I think we are doing good, like all the things. But it's like football, we need time to settle everything, and I think these last weeks, I think against Aston Villa we play well, but it's true that we don't have the result. I think against Southampton we play really well, we win confidence, and tomorrow is another opportunity to show that we are ready. Now we need to do the last effort, I think, with the last part of the season, and when the things that are decided in this game. So I think it's a good moment to show that we are ready to fight for a big things.
And has it been frustrating for you as players with, prior to the last game against Southampton, there were protests by the supporters outside, so they are frustrated, and I guess the players are frustrated as well, because you may be young, but you're considered an expensive squad, and that Chelsea has won trophy year after year after year, and it doesn't seem to be happening.
No, I can understand. I think the fans, they can show his feelings. So if they think that this is a good moment to do this, I can understand. And then we need to show, like in the games, we know that Chelsea is a top club, and they are try to fight for all the things. But the most important thing is we don't listen to this noise, and then we can show that we have a lot of energy and we want to win, and we want to defend this badge in the best way, and then we win the last game. So I think this is part of the football. We can understand the fans, they support Chelsea, and we need to stay together. Doesn't matter if we win or they lose, but I think in general we are happy, and we can understand maybe his frustration, but this is a long project. I think we are in a good way, and we need to continue working hard, because hopefully we can win something this season.
Go to Malik.
Hi, Mark. Yeah, just on that, are you viewing this competition as one that if you do win it, will bring that same joy to those fans, will ease some of that noise, I suppose, around the club?
Yeah, well, I think always if we win, everything is more easy, and then when you lose, it's more tough. But I think we have a good opportunity. We play tomorrow against a tough team, but then I think if we win this game, or we win this competition, I think we have the opportunity to bring one trophy at home. I think it's the first time that Chelsea can have this trophy, so it's another opportunity to have something special, and we need to know that tomorrow is a big opportunity to show that we are ready and we can fight for the big things.
Hi, Mark. A lot's been made about Chelsea being a young team. You've got experience, you won a major tournament. Are there players within the group who are demanding of high standards? And have you seen that in the last few weeks? And how important is that as well for the group going forward?
Yeah, sure. I think every day you can improve things, and everything can be better. But for sure, I think the team need to stay together. I think we are the same players that when we win all the games, and now that we are maybe in a difficult journey, we are the same players, just with maybe a less confidence. But this is part of the football. We need to know that it's difficult, that all the teams, they try to win us, and so we need to be ready. We don't have excuses. I think every game depends of us. I think we have the quality. We need to show, like, or maybe improve these mistakes that we do in the games, but I think we can do it, and tomorrow I think is a good opportunity.
You yourself have also played a lot of football, the Euros, coming to the league season, and of course the Club World Cup. Are you worried about that, the amount of games you're playing this year?
Yeah, well, I think it's tough. I think we play a lot of games, and then we don't have too much rest, but I think we can do nothing about here. I think we need to be ready, try to recover it in the best way, and be ready for the next game. And I think it's true that we play a lot of games, but I can't do nothing in this.
Mark, you have this season got a bit of a reputation as a bit of a wind-up merchant, that you can kind of get under your opponent's skin at times. You play in a very young team, though. Is that kind of that sort of dark side of the game important to have, especially when there's maybe a team that lacks experience, and you can be one of those players who can sort of put the opponents off their game?
Yeah, well, I think everyone in the squad have his role. I think I try to do always. I try to do my best always. I try to help the team. I try to improve. I think being at a young squad doesn't matter the age. I think we need to show that we are ready and we are mature in the games. We can improve this, and it's one aspect that we can improve. But I think it's not excuse, because doesn't matter the age. If we show that we are ready in the game, doesn't matter the age. So I think that I say before, I think tomorrow we have a good opportunity. We play here, good atmosphere. So I think we have a good opportunity to building in this way, keeping in this good moment from the last game. So I think now is everything to play. I think is the last game. So if we are doing well in this last game, I think everything goes well.
And just on yourself, do you like that reputation? Do you think it's unfair that people think that you're a bit annoying sometimes when you're on the pitch, that you can be sort of get under the opponent's skin? Do you think that's unfair? Do you think it's something that you kind of just embrace and enjoy?
No, so I understand that we have a good responsibility because we play for a big club. I think when I play in a more small clubs, or more like not at this level, I think you don't feel like this pressure, but this part of the game. We know we play in Chelsea. Chelsea is a big club. Is a club that they need to win trophies, and I understand like the people wants to us to win every game. I understand perfectly, and then we need to stay in focus on what we need to do, what we need to improve, and then I say always the same. Then doesn't matter if you win the 10 games or 11 or you win 5. The most important thing is the end of the season, where you finish, how many trophies you win. So I think now we have the last part of the season. I think we need to show that we are ready, and then after the season we can talk better.
Hey Mark. Hello. I'll ask it anyway. There we go. Two-part question. Firstly, how important do you think a trophy is for the self-belief among the players? You came close last season in the League Cup final, got to an FA Cup semi. You've been sort of nearly there, and you've been at the club this is your third season. So how big a step will that be as a group to believe that you can actually win something? And secondly, you obviously know Robert Sanchez very well. How has he coped with being dropped from the team? Have you been there to help him through this sort of difficult period?
Yeah, so I think the first one, I think, is very important, win a trophy, because we can show that we are doing well the things. I think like what you say, last season we have 2 opportunities and we failed, but I think this season we have another opportunities. We are ready, we are hungry to do it well. So I think we can show that the project or the ideas that the manager bring and the ambitions of the players that are there, and we want to succeed in this club. And the second one, I know is difficult, because I need to suffer a bit, like similar that Robert happening this season, but I think now is okay. We knew that is part of the football. I think the most important thing is that he win confidence again. I think he's a top goalkeeper. I stay with him in Brighton and in the national team, so I think I know about his skills and everything, but like like the footballers, they are human as well. They can have good moments and bad moments, but the most important thing is how you react in these bad moments. And I think he have the confidence to do it, and hopefully he can arrive at his best level again.
Go to Ben.
Hi Mark, you've become a little bit prolific this season. Can you talk a bit about what's led to your best goal scoring output, and if you've set any targets between now and the end of the season? And then can you also explain your kind of penguin celebration, and if that is directly in reference to the 2 slips of the Spurs?
No, the celebration. I think a lot of people they thinking is about this, but no, it's because I saw in internet that the Penguins there are choose like one partner and his family for his life, so they stay together for his life. So I want to remember in these best moments my family, that they are always support me in the best and in the worst moments. So there are for them this celebration. And then this season I score some goals. Hopefully I can score a lot of more. I think like the manager say, I think sometimes it's more about staying in the good position, because then the ball arrives to you, and I think I can understand what the manager demand to me and how is the moment to attack the space or stay in one or another position. So I improve this. In my last season I cannot score a lot of goals, but I think this season I have this, and hopefully I can score more goals and help more the team.
Okay, we'll do 2 more questions. Gentlemen at the back, and then finish.
Mark, a couple of years ago, Chelsea won the Champions League. Now you are here. Many consider Chelsea the biggest club at this tournament. Do you feel like it would be like a disappointment not winning the Conference League this year?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I think we are a top club. Chelsea is a top club. I think we have a top players with a lot of skills and abilities, and I think we need to feel that we can win the competition. We need to believe that we are ready, we can do it, and I think for us is an important tournament, and we go with all of that we have to win this game.
Okay, last question, gentleman at the left.
Hi Mark, can you put some words on your Danish teammate Philip Jorgensen? How do you see his potential?
Yeah, I think he's a really good keeper. I think I know from Spain, because I always try to watch La Liga, and I think he have a lot of skills. He's very young, he play very good with the feet, he understand, and he have a lot to improve. So yeah, I'm really happy to have Philip in our team, and hopefully they can improve and help us in the rest of the season.